Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, you saucy whores. It's the You're an Idiot podcast. I'm Alex Drago with my co-host Jeffrey Osmus.
Not bad, saucy whores.
Goof.
You think he'd come up with a little more after 2 weeks away, but you know, that's the best you can do.
The beard's coming in thick.
Beard's coming in thick. Yeah, I'm hot now.
You look
Sorry.
looking like you
It's just
teach philosophy 201 at Wisconsin
a
Madison.
class you would fail.
Yes.
A class you would get an F in. Oh my God.
In ethics?
In ethics for sure. Oh my God.
Nicomachean?
If there's one woman on a train line and 5 women on a train line, and you have to pull the brake for the train, which one do you go on? And he's like, how big are the tits?
How
big are the tits?
Who's
Which one's got bigger tits?
Yeah, who's
Was it
stacked?
5 Hispanic women on one and 1 white blonde woman on the other? He's plowing the Latinas, folks, guaranteed.
The race stuff.
For the first time in his life, he'd plow a Latina.
The race
a great
stuff is a little bit more, if, 50, I don't know actually how I'd feel. Yeah.
What?
You know what I mean.
What? What's 50-50?
No, I don't think it matters, the race.
Oh.
I was thinking about
you were
it in
going
real
with
time.
the riff, but in a very serious way.
No, I was thinking
It's tough to riff with this guy sometimes.
I was thinking
folks.
if I was actually racist for a second.
Oh, weird. That's the first time you've looked inward your entire life. We
Yeah.
might have just witnessed it, folks.
No, I'd probably say the 5 Hispanics.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad it's probably.
I think so.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Nicomachean, isn't that the thing?
Nicomachean?
Connor, isn't it Nicomachean Ethics? Yeah,
Nicomachean.
Nicomachean?
How do you spell that in your mind? I got what do you Nicomachean?
Yeah.
Machiavellian?
Ooh.
Is that what you meant? No,
No.
that can't be what you meant.
No, come
What's
on.
what Nika?
Is it?
Nick? What,
It is?
You looked it up?
Let me get a definition.
No way. Did he just pull this out of his fucking
I took a
treasure
couple
chest
philosophy
from years
classes.
ago? What?
Nicomachean Ethics is among Aristotle's best-known works.
Yeah. Yeah, his best known works.
What
yeah.
the hell?
How did you not read that?
Wow,
How did
I
you
don't
miss
actually know that much about philosophy, but I thought I know more than you.
I mean, you do
Nicomachean
for sure.
Ethics. Wow, you pulled that out
Who
of
made
your
like
ass.
the triangle and shit? Who was doing the triangle stuff?
Pythagoras.
Yeah.
I've been trying to teach you about that for
No,
so
there's
long.
something else. There's something else. But
Well, he was vegetarian too. One of the first vegetarians. Pythagoras.
That's weak shit.
It's actually incredibly healthy for you, and it probably would have helped your career.
No, dude.
But
It's no, dude.
you would have been vegan, you'd still be playing.
You don't get the proper amino acids. Everyone knows that.
Tom Brady was vegan for 20 years.
That guy's lame. His wife cheated on him.
I agree he's lame, but it does work. He's one of the worst people to ever live, but it does work.
Okay.
Let's move on.
What do we got?
We
Jeffrey?
gotta say R.I.P. Bill Walton, folks.
Let's start off with that. Bill Walton.
Just
I know,
died this afternoon, folks.
It's not all basketball heads that listen to us, but god damn it, guys, we lost a great one today.
A great white, no less.
There's fewer and fewer of us.
Not many great white postmen besides Jokic, really. So
yeah,
you gotta respect Walton. Big Grateful Dead fan too.
Yeah.
Always brought a smile to my eyes when I saw him on TV.
A
He went to
Deadhead?
850 Dead shows.
Really.
Yeah, he was like known in the fan base as Grateful Red. They call him that. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, he was also such an eccentric announcer. He was.
By eccentric, Alex just means interesting and not the dullest person to ever walk the earth.
He was very interesting.
Yeah.
He was the man. He said some wild shit.
He's interesting in a way that no woman you ever date will be.
Probably.
If you met a woman like that, you'd be like, she's a little cocoa.
A little cuckoo for
You wouldn't
Cocoa
date her even
Puffs.
if she was hot.
Yeah.
I love that. Walton the legend. Sorry your feet ruined your career. Moving on. Drago. You had a story last night. I hung out with Drago last night. We watched the Game 3 of the Timberwolves Mavericks series.
Yeah.
It was dreadful. I don't want to talk about it, but
You
had
had
a little
huge win for the Mavs.
Huge
Go
win for the
Luka,
Mavs.
go
Alex
Luka,
is
go.
rooting for the other team the whole time. Everyone else is rooting for the Timberwolves. He's doing it just to spite us, and it stunk.
I don't want to see my friends fall like that, but he's in my blood. He's in my blood.
He didn't know that till like a week ago. He Googled Luka
I've known him
Doncic.
for whatever.
His dad
I
was
knew him
Serbian.
for 5 years. I've known him for 5 years.
His dad's Serbian. That makes you Serbian.
I am Serbian.
But his mom wasn't Serbian.
His mom's Slovenian.
Yeah, so it's Serbs like Jew goes through the mom.
Huh?
Only your
no,
dad's
no.
Jewish. You're not Jewish.
What it is,
So you're not. He's not Serbian.
Here's the thing. What I consider the Croatians, Slovenians, the Bosnians. I consider everyone my brother.
Interesting.
I
Why did you
consider
try
us-
to kill all the Bosnian brothers?
Well, my country, some of my officials.
Sometimes
did.
you have to kill family members, folks. That's just how it
Yeah.
happens sometimes.
If
When
the-
they're Muslim and they're poor, you got to kill them.
If the political issues didn't happen, we'd have the best basketball and soccer team in the world.
Political, meaning slaughtering all Muslim people. But yeah,
You know, I don't know, man. It's
you could have had a bunch. Yeah,
I mean, it's an inherently dangerous religion. guys.
Yugoslavia
This is, everyone knows this.
Oh my God! We'll
It's just-
donate some money to a charity, folks. I'm sorry about this
Just
guy.
look at the scripture.
God
It's
forbid. You know what? I'd love if you read Islam, even if it was to hate Muslims, as long as you read a book.
Oh,
If
Ishmael.
I got you to read the Quran, even if it was to exterminate all Muslims, I'd be like, that's a win.
Ishmael Lutfi, our Muslim brother, actually of the pod. He actually just recommended a book I'm gonna get.
Really?
Yeah.
The Quran or
No,
no?
it's something. It's
not
something else. It's
Islamic.
another book. He gave me a stoner John Williams last year, and now I got to
A
read it.
year ago, you've finally been like, I'm ready for another book.
I've been getting into the Tiger, but it's
Yeah,
just
how's the Tiger book going?
way too dense for me, dude. It's way too dense.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good story. Just
go-
hunting a tiger.
They go like the tangents that like authors go on just to describe a lake are just fucking. It's just too much. Like we get it. It's a lake. We get it. Like this person has a backstory. I don't need to know everything.
You know what? I actually agree. But when you read enough, you can tell what paragraphs are worth skipping. I skip
what
a
Ishmael
a
said.
paragraph every like 5 pages. I'm
Ishmael
like,
was
oh,
like
this is
some.
gonna-
He's like some pages. I'm like I don't need to. know this part.
yeah. But you, I don't know if you are a good scanner yet. Maybe
no,
you get up there.
No, I'm not.
You're struggling with every word. You're just like, got to get through one more.
Yeah,
A multisyllabic word.
I can't. Yeah. So I need to read it all. I got to read it all.
Well, you'll get there. Okay.
But yeah, so that's But so here's what happened.
This is why he was rooting for the Dallas Mavericks. The Timberwolves lose, and he told this story though to us yesterday that I told him you have to say that on the pod.
Well, my
'Cause
anxiety.
this shows that this is the most anxious man to ever walk the earth. He makes Woody Allen look like a calm day.
One of my heroes.
One of your
So
heroes, yes. Not because of the movies, folks.
So
A great Jew.
I stay over at the Aussie's place. I don't stay over. I go to the Aussie's
Oh,
place.
you're still hanging out with that broad.
Friday night, the
Wow.
Aussie.
Is it developing into anything, or is it
I don't
just
know.
hit it and quit it?
We'll see. We'll
Wham,
see.
bam, thank you, man.
I got to go to Janesville this weekend, so I don't. We'll see. We'll see if I
Yeah,
see
once
it.
you go to Janesville, Wisconsin, it's hard to remain in love.
I don't know.
The women there are so beautiful.
It's like
It's tough to have one at home.
They call it Jane's Vegas. Is what they call
One
it.
of the worst cities in America. A true tragedy.
It's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's a
Okay.
top 5 worst place in America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a failed racist factory town.
So
It's like you could kill there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But it'll
it's
still
gonna be guys in
but
camo.
But it won't be that fun. In terms of the
the
outside
room,
of it.
I heard the room's great. But
Oh, you haven't
this-
done it yet.
No, I haven't done it. I can't. It's too close to Madison, Wisconsin, unfortunately.
You've done a bunch of one-nighters there.
I have. I performed at a Holiday Inn there a few times, folks. Got it. Made about $150. Then I spent $50 at Quaker Steak and Lube
Geoff,
afterwards.
3 years in, bringing the Bible on stage, calling everyone a cuck.
Yeah, didn't always go well, folks. That's the thing. Now, I rarely don't have one of the greatest sets of all time, but back then I bombed routinely.
It was fun
Often.
to watch, folks.
Often.
But yeah, so Friday, go to the Aussie's place, and here's what happened. 2 a.m. comes around. She doesn't have like a curtain on her. She just moved into this place. She doesn't have a curtain on her window. And so like the lights coming in or the moon's coming in.
What?
And I can just tell the moonlight's coming in.
Oh, okay.
And I can just
Sure.
tell it in the morning that it's gonna wake me up at like 6 a.m. and I'm gonna get no sleep.
Okay, so you have sex and you're like, I'm not going to be able to fall
I've
asleep.
had this realization a couple times at her place, but I always forget. I'm like, oh yeah, shit, she's got the no curtains. Anyways,
sure.
2 a.m. strikes, and I go, fuck, I gotta get out of here. She took an edible, so she was like winding down. She was
Interesting.
like falling asleep.
Alex was with a woman who was unconscious.
Yeah,
A woman barely able to be part of this world.
That is something we should gloss over.
Yeah.
actually. So, but I'm like, you know what? I gotta go home. Like, I gotta get some rest.
You didn't tell her this, though.
No, I sneak
you
out
just
because
sneak out.
because she's
like a grown adult, folks.
32.
He has sex. He dumps in this poor Australian woman. Can't
No.
even give her a cuddle. Can't even put your arm around her.
No,
After
dude.
she gave you her garden for your pleasure, you can't even stay the night and give her warmth and solitude.
Get a curtain. Get a curtain, I say. So anyway.
So if she had a curtain, you would stay?
Definitely. For sure.
Okay.
It's really that, like, that's how sensitive I am to light. You know?
You could bring your little eye mask. That'd be you. Guy with a condom and an eye mask in his pocket. I'm ready for the night, babe.
Yeah, I know. That would have
my-
saved mine and George's relationship. I'm sure of it. We've talked about this.
Do you
Anyway,
have eye? Just get an eye patch.
No, I know. I have an eye mask. now.
Oh, okay. You do. Okay.
It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
So, anyways, I slither out like I do, and I go to. She has this like. A lot of the apartments in the West Village are like older or whatever. So she's got like, it's a nice apartment, but whatever, structurally not that great.
Sure.
The door is like old and like all the locks are like from the 60s or whatever.
God, I
And-
hate when people just tell you, they say a door and then they just spend a page describing it.
Anyway, so
that's a paragraph I would have skipped in this story.
I can't figure out how to close this door. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. But
you can't figure out how to close a door.
in this
My
moment, though, I
God.
go, you know what? She'll probably wake back up, get some water, and like a little bit, maybe a half hour. She'll see the door is like ajar.
How ajar was it? Like how much light is coming through?
Probably like that. Yeah, probably like
Just
an
like
inch.
an inch? Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that
terrible.
bad.
And it's a hallway in a protected part of the apartment.
Third,
Like you have to get through another entryway to get in.
yeah. So third floor, West Village on
Is there a door guy?
no door guy.
And does the door lock on the outside? You have
Door-
to get buzzed in?
You have to get buzzed in.
Okay. Not too bad.
So I was like, but I was just so I go back to for some
and
reason
here the anxiety starts going.
I think the problem was I was drunk enough in that moment to be like, whatever, it'll be fine. I take like the 40-minute train back to the Schwick.
He needs alcohol to push his anxiety down, folks. He uses it to calm the demons inside.
I get my sandwich, I get my chips, I get my Gatorade. I'm walking back to my crib. I'm like, I left her fucking front door wide open.
God.
And she's in New York City. She's a woman. She could be anything that is possible that could happen to her. It's like 2:45 now.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck.
You're freaking out
The
about
wheel
this
starts
inconsequential
spinning,
thing.
dude.
Yeah.
My whole
oh my
spinning,
God.
bro. So then I go, oh fuck. Okay, I try to call
If
her.
only he felt this guilt for the people of Gaza, folks, we might have a ceasefire.
You got to release the hostages, people. That's all I know.
I can't.
You got to
even-
release the
I can't
hostages.
engage.
So then so then I'm like, I'm freaking out. Call her. No answer. She's deep in like
You're calling her at 3 a.m. Why would she answer? Yeah. Did you
Right.
think she would? How many times did you call her?
call her 3 times.
Okay.
And then I'm like, fuck, this sucks. I eat. This sucks. Dan Carney, my roommate, comes back, comes in my crib.
You guys have a little anxious conference at 3:30 in the morning.
We have a conference. I'm like, what do you think?
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
nothing's gonna happen. I'm like, but Dan's like, he's always like, yes, Annie. I'm like, what? She can get fucking murdered. He's like, honestly, best case, rob. She gets robbed. That's probably what you're looking at. And I'm just like,
Okay, a
he's
weird
like,
way
he's,
to-
like, he's like robbed or raped, and I'm just like, oh
Jesus
Yeah, I'm like, oh
Christ,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Probably
but then
bull.
he said that second R, and I was like, oh my God. Then
that got you moving even more.
I started.
You hadn't
moving-
even thought of that until
hadn't
then.
even thought of the second R.
You hadn't even thought of that. You're like, I can have sex with her.
Right. So
'Cause
Dan goes.
she's my girlfriend.
So
maybe.
Dan goes to bed, and
One day.
I doze off for probably 3 hours. 3 hours. I actually do fall asleep. I'm like,
You were
know what?
able to sleep 3 hours after a woman you love might be raped.
I wake up.
Interesting.
I wake up at 7. In a panic. I'm like, oh my gosh, she could have been hard at this point. She could have been hard.
Hard. Wow.
She could have been hard at this point.
Yikes.
I call her, no answer. I stay up. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat.
You're messaging her on everything possible.
Now I'm just like surfing. I'm on TikTok scrolling. I'm just trying to. I'm trying
I thought
to
you
kill
were
time.
Snapchatting her over
Because
and
I can't
over
sleep.
again.
8 o'clock call her. 8:30 call her. 9 o'clock call her.
You've called her 7 or 8 times
Yeah,
at this point.
9:30 call her, and I'm just like, and
Oh
she
my
hasn't
God.
checked her phone yet, obviously. So I
'Cause
finally
she's like a human,
finally
yeah.
get a hold of her. She's like, what's going on? And I was like, hey, I left your door open. And she's like, yeah, I woke up an hour ago. I closed it. Not a big deal. It's fine. And I was
Oh
like,
my God.
what?
That is an incredible microcosm for what anxiety does.
I was like, why don't you
It
check your
creates a
fucking phone?
mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah.
This is a great example. This is probably a lot like when you thought you were having a heart attack.
No.
And you ran to the doctor.
That was
Every
Fauci.
doctor showed it wasn't a heart attack, and yet
That was Fauci, folks.
that was Fauci.
Yeah.
But this you can understand as anxiety.
This I can tell that this
you can actually admit that this was
I can
a
admit that this
mental
was
health issue.
This was a spiral.
And if you could have maybe you go to therapy, maybe get some medicine, learn some meditation, you could have had a nice night's sleep.
I could have.
Because this was the night before I saw you yesterday, right?
This was Friday night.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's what happened. So Friday night I get 4.5 hours of sleep. Saturday night I can't even go out because I'm so tired. Saturday night I literally can't go out. I do 2 spots and I'm so fucking tired. I sleep 11
your
hours.
anxiety ruined your weekend.
My anxiety
it legitimately ruined a weekend of your fast fading youth. You only have like 10 of these left.
I know. I had to go to bed at. I went to bed at like 12:30 after doing the spots on Saturday, and I woke up at 11:30.
Imagine how many days of your life have been ruined by this anxiety.
I know.
2 in the last 3 days.
If any listeners have any cures or antidotes to this,
everyone. If anyone messages him, just say therapy. Don't say anything else. Don't give him any other options.
Give me like a little.
I don't want him to be like,
Zoloft.
oh, if I take
I will do. I
take thiamine every day, I'll feel better.
This is actually
niacin. That's why I'm anxious.
This is a free plug. I'm gonna start taking the Moonwalker gummies that they sent us. I would love that. I gotta give you some of those.
I would love that. Oh, you didn't bring them?
Oh fuck! I gotta
God damn it! Oh my God, folks! Last time we lost a sponsorship because I said
no. We don't have to. We don't have to.
Oh, we don't. Well, let me just do the bit anyways. But it's not gonna be as funny anymore. Last time we lost the sponsorship because I said Beatbox was the official beverage of Hamas. This time we're gonna lose it because Alex keeps forgetting to bring the product. Which was more exciting, folks? Which did you enjoy more?
I don't think
Chaos is better than lethargy.
They emailed me. They really liked the last ad read.
Yeah, of course. It was amazing. They're a company that has heart and soul, unlike Beatbox.
Clearly,
anyone who still drinks Beatbox, I'll piss in your fucking mouth.
Clearly pro-Palestine.
Yeah, these guys
the
are.
Moonwalker
Do you think they are? They probably are, actually.
We don't want to.
We don't want to know. There are some hippies who aren't, but usually stone gummies, probably.
If you're stoned and you're pro-Israel, what the fuck are you doing?
I used to have a joke about that. How you must the racist stoners, like that's when you know they mean it. Like if you can get someone stoned and they're still hateful.
Oh wow,
that's like I could never figure it out. But
no,
I
that's
thought
funny.
There's a great bit there.
Very good.
If you can be high and still be like, burn Gaza to the ground.
Maybe try that.
That maybe could be. Okay.
Maybe try that, dude. That's
okay.
funny.
Okay. The stoned Zionist.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Zionists, they all should be stoned to death. Speaking of Zionists, I'm actually doing a show with that woman Drago went on a date with.
Are you going to pull through? Are you going to do it?
I think I'm actually going to cancel, but I am scheduled to do a show where his former love, who he still talks to, folks, is
I asked her to come on the pod.
He asked her to come on the pod. Did we talk about this last episode?
No, I don't think you were. We had Usama last episode.
Yeah, but 2 weeks ago. Do you remember, Connor, if we talked about that? Loosely.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You said you didn't. She said no. And then she said only 3% of Jews are anti-Zionist or something. Isn't that what you told me?
She said 95% of Jews are Zionists.
Okay, which is just I can't even. That's why I know the debate would be amazing.
Right.
If that's one of her key factoids, which is so easily disproven, I would have her crying at the end.
Listen,
and I would love it.
But you're not going to do the show with her.
I'm not going to do the show with her. She's hosting. If she was just doing a spot, I would do it. She's hosting the show. I don't want to have to do that interaction because here's the thing. If she brought me on stage, I would immediately start talking about it.
Maybe I'll come through.
And it would not go well. And we just need to not do that.
That's okay.
I'll debate her in person. I'll crush her, but we don't need to do that at a show.
Yeah,
It's also like, I hate to, no offense to the booker, but I can live without it. It's not like a massive show.
It's a bar show, right?
It's a bar show. I'm sure it'll be good. $50 I was excited for, but maybe I'll say you could do it.
Oh yeah,
and you
wait
two
a minute.
could talk afterwards.
This is a good time to mention this. Geoff and I made a bet last night. Nothing paid yet. I won.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Give me 24 hours. It isn't even 20.
This is outrageous.
After he rooted against my team in front of me for 3 hours, he expects prompt payment.
After
he was chanting, go Luca, go Luca.
I was saying, go Luca. And Geoff just tried to pry a bet out of me. He thought he could swindle me. with the Mavericks versus the T-Pops.
What do you mean swindle you?
Yeah,
I lost the bet.
No, you thought you could swindle me.
I mean, obviously, that's the whole point of betting is to, yeah. You
He
wanted
thought
to,
he
that's
had
the
one
whole
o-
point of betting is
He
to
thought he had
swindle
one over. He
someone.
thought he was going to outsmart this fox, and he couldn't.
You know, you got lucky. The refs were clearly in Mark Cuban's pocket, and we don't need to go into that anymore.
I was pretty
folks.
sure that the Timberwolves are going to win.
I mean, well, when the other team gets in the bonus within 3 minutes in this third quarter, it's tough to win. We're not going to talk about it. The refs clearly want the Dallas Mavericks to win.
So yeah, I had that anxiety attack.
He had the
Then
anxiety
Saturday,
attack.
I did 2 shows at Sesh on Friday, 2 shows at Sesh on Saturday.
Great, that's good.
Good times. I'm trying to think if anything else went down.
I was on
there.
vacation for 2 weeks. You think Alex is going to ask me a question about that? I doubt it.
Well, I want to know what else.
It'll come up.
I'm trying to think what else is going on in my life.
Yeah. We've talked about him for the first 20 minutes. I let him tell a story about leaving a door open for 12 minutes. He told a 12-minute story about leaving a door slightly ajar.
Honestly,
but it does not a peep. I went to 3 different cities.
That had a good arc.
That had a great arc, didn't it, folks? Yeah, chime in if you love Doorgate. If Doorgate got you going. Oh, God, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Let's talk about
Oh, my
Bend.
God.
Let's talk about the vacation.
Maybe her bellhop closed the door for her. Oh, my gosh.
Let's talk about it.
You know, where do you think I went, Drago? Yeah, how much abreast have you kept in my life?
You were in Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon. What do you know about Bend, Oregon?
Bend, Oregon. I know. I saw some pics. You guys were in nature a lot.
We were in nature. In Bend, we were, in nature, We went on 2 or 3
Airbnb?
No, we had an Airbnb. That's tough to get all the tents out there and stuff.
Right, that's legit.
It would have been a trip you could have done.
I could have done
think you
that.
would have whined every hike, but in the end, you would have enjoyed it.
I would have been.
I believe the couple of times where we maybe stopped and just were hanging in the grass, you would be like, "Come on, guys, let's go, let's go." Pace is at 5.
I would have
Pacers
been.
play at 5.
I would have been a little bit.
We also were high way too much. I've literally been high for 10 straight days. It was amazing.
When you're with Higgins, dude.
Chris Higgins. If you ever want to go into nature, our friend Chris Higgins. There's no better man to be in nature. He just is he's zen with God.
He would have been a calming presence for me in the wilderness because he knows like what the fuck to do out there. Like he kind of knows. He's kind of a bear himself.
Yeah,
he's kind of
he is a bear.
He's a white bear.
And I was with our friend Greg Kennedy too. Great guys.
Like I would have tossed Greg in front of the bear.
Greg's
probably.
amazing. Nature brings out the best in people.
Really?
Nature makes people better. Yeah.
Not me.
Nature
no
calms you down. I mean, it changed my whole. I don't want to live in New York anymore. I'm out.
Ooh.
We got to live in a smaller city.
Okay.
This city's done, folks. When the grid goes down this summer, it's going to be chaos.
Morgantown, West Virginia, home of the pod, home of You're an Idiot podcast.
Okay, that's an interesting choice. Okay, have you been there?
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the first time.
I played
in
West
September.
Virginia.
Oh, you
Bob
played
Huggins.
West Virginia. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like Madison, but yeah, well, Morgantown. Maybe Morgantown. We'll turn that into the new, the leftist Austin.
Yeah.
Like the pro-union Austin.
That'd be cool.
Instead of like saying fag every other punchline, we'll say workers' rights. Sounds fun, right, folks?
It's gonna be a great time. But yeah, so you and Higgins, how long are you guys out in the wilderness for?
We were in Bend for 4 days. We did a show one night, amazing little music venue. 140 people came out, almost sold out, not quite, but close. Okay. Great show, great people. And then we had 3 other days there. Went to the last Blockbuster.
How are you guys cooking up the food before the Blockbuster?
We have an Airbnb, so
is was Higgins not trying to like grill outside?
Nah, we didn't have that. No, we did grill one night. He did grill one night. He made some salmon. That was really good.
Higgins is really
he's a great grill master.
He's like a Swiss Army knife man.
Yeah,
of a man.
Yeah, we went out. We got a lot of Thai food. We had an amazing white curry Thai with beef brisket.
I like Thai.
Best food I'd had in years.
I like Thai.
It was truly EEM in Portland, folks. Check it out.
Do you think Thai's ahead of Chinese cuisine-wise?
Yes. They blow it out of the water. Chinese is for simps.
I had a poo-poo platter last night.
You mentioned, you brought this up last night, yeah.
I
didn't know poo-poo platter was a food.
It's like a grab bag of fried food.
I thought that was just a joke in Bug's Life.
It's honestly,
they say, what do you want, the poo-poo platter?
Dude, if you're high, get a poo-poo platter.
Sure.
It's legitimately
good. I didn't know.
So good.
I don't think that's actual Chinese food, but yeah. A poo-poo platter.
It's like chicken wings and like fry. It's everything they fry.
The Thai did it right though, folks. The only Asian nation not to be conquered by the Europeans. Coincidence? Maybe that's why they have the best food.
They're too spicy for
Thai food
to get.
Are you saying they couldn't get colonized because it gave the French too much diarrhea?
They're too spicy for them.
Oh no, we can't eat your curry.
Yeah, that was my whiff of a riff.
No, that was actually better than you gave it credit for. You got to believe in yourself sometimes with these riffs.
You know it.
Yeah, I know. And then we went to San Diego.
La Holla.
Do you think that's how Jolla? How do you think you pronounce that?
La Holla.
In a Hispanic area.
Is it La Holla? Is it L-A? It's
L-A space Jolla. It's Hispanic. Remember? How do Hispanic when you see a double L?
Is it
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla? Oh, La Jolla? Is it La Jolla?
Yeah, La Jolla.
Ooh.
What did you say?
La Holla?
Oh
Challah
my
bread?
God. That's racist. That's wrong what you did there.
It's La Holla.
It's not like challah
Oh,
bread.
that's La
spelled-
Jolla.
La Jolla is Challah is spelled with a K.
I thought there
It's
was a
totally
La
different.
Holla and a La Jolla.
No, it's La Jolla. It's like one of the richest cities in America. It was amazing.
Man.
Our Josh Ocean Thomas.
Is that the whitest shit I've ever done in my
That
life?
was brutal. La Holla, my God. And we're about to become the minority, folks. You know who'll be thrown against a wall day one? Alex Dragovich.
Oh,
Once the
yeah.
Hispanics take over in 2048, you're done.
Yeah.
And your cultural insensitivity won't be quite so cute anymore.
No.
You got to get on the side of inclusivity. They're taking over, whether you like it or not.
I do want to apologize to anyone I might have offended with that.
I don't actually care. It's not offensive.
How
at
I
all.
messed up there.
It's all
But-
learning. The pod's about learning, folks. That's what it's
Yeah, I'm
always been
sorry. So
about.
you're in La Jolla.
La Jolla, one of the richest cities. Our friend Josh Ocean Thomas showed us around.
Great
He's
dude.
like the king of La Jolla.
Great man.
It's amazing. He took us sea kayaking. We were on the beach. We had a bonfire on the beach. It was amazing. It was amazing. One of the best 3 days of my life.
Jesus.
Don't tell shows. Comedy
Yeah.
Store La Jolla.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So all the shows were good too.
All good. Rippers.
Any pod people come out?
I didn't really advertise in San Diego that I was doing the shows, but yeah, in Bend
Oh,
and Portland,
okay.
yeah, people came out. They're
The
always
pod.
they rarely ask where's Alex anymore. For a
Oh.
time they did, and now everyone's like, thank God you brought Chris.
No, last
Everyone's like, thank Chris and Greg. Wow, that was really good.
an upgrade.
Yeah,
An upgrade.
Uh-huh.
Certainly. I get it.
random local. Rather have that over Alex Dragovich.
That's how it goes sometimes, folks.
Damn, you would have killed in Portland too. I think you would have had sex with a tatted up white girl. I think we could have figured it out.
I could have been you could have
We could have had you with a socialist chick.
guys,
I could have been good.
I could have become I could have been a better man because of this.
You could have become a revolutionary. God,
Yeah.
she would have had you screaming, screaming from the river to the sea. Palestine shall be free.
Yeah. But
Wouldn't that be great?
yeah, for now I got to
Instead-
settle for the New Yorkers. We'll see.
One day.
But yeah, dude, that sounds like a good ass trip.
Yeah, it was amazing. My only goal in life now, little trips every 3 months, comedy trips. You got to.
I bought my tickets for North Dakota.
Oh yeah, we're doing a comedy trip in September. We're doing a little cabin
That's
comedy
a long
trip.
trip, dude. Me and you, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be out September 5th to September 16th.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Me and Jeff.
I
Jeff
think I'm
together.
gonna have to rebook some of the openers because I can't be with you for 11 straight days.
11 days with
11
Drago.
days, no therapy, folks. We have 3 months to get this man therapy before I have to spend 11 days with
That's
him.
a long trip. That's
a
one
long
straight,
trip.
Long one.
That's a
strange
long trip for one sandwich. That's a long trip for me to buy him lunch one time.
Oh yeah.
That's 10 days of lunch. Because if the trip fades into another trip, that's all one weekend as far as I'm
this
concerned.
is such horseshit.
And you only get one meal.
This
You
is
only
such
get one
horseshit.
meal paid for. It doesn't roll over. Sorry, you only get one. You're gonna have to
Here's
pick.
the thing, folks. I should get a meal Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I should get 6 meals.
No, you should probably get 3, but you've done so much to me that I'll give you 2 and you'll be happy for it.
I should get at least 4 or 5 meals.
Yeah, think about how many meals you can buy with the money I give you, though.
Fine.
Think about that.
Do you see this, guys?
Here's the thing. I bet I'll tip 3 or 4 times as much as both weekends.
Dude. Hey, Connie,
Oh, sorry.
you
We have to can't say that
Connor,
name.
You
Oh.
have to delete.
Oh, we gotta delete
You have
that.
to take that out.
Oh, sorry. Just, don't take out this part of us talking about it, though. Just bleep the name.
Just for the love.
I just said the name of the person who paid Alex $100. Everyone knows who it is, but he's, again, the anxiety. It causes him not to live to his fullest.
You got to take those gigs, folks.
You do
gotta-
have to take those gigs. Unfortunately, capitalism is a nightmare that destroys
That's
us
how
all.
it goes. I went to a wedding a week ago.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh, yeah, in Boston. Did
Boston
you miss him,
boys.
Boston? Because he came back
because I'm
3 weeks later.
I was back.
And when are you there next?
I don't have anything. booked.
Wow. No. Could be a couple weeks before you see him, Boston.
Oh, actually, no.
No.
I think
If
because
you're there in June, I'll kill myself.
I think I'm going with Lucas in like December or January.
Oh,
or
okay.
something like
That's
that.
far enough away. That's
So,
fine.
yeah,
That's fine. You went to a wedding of a college friend.
BC people. Honestly, man, seeing your friends, kind of get like seeing your your contingent of friends who are doing like the real who are like buying the house, the kids.
I mean, that's not there's much more to life than that, but yeah.
It's beautiful to see, though.
If they're happy. Many people do it miserably, but yeah.
I guess
I know people who are married and have kids who are absolutely miserable.
I guess they are in the early stages of it, which is when it's like great.
Yeah, come back to me in 2 years and tell me how many of them are happy about their decision to give up their dreams to have children.
I don't know what
probably not many.
Some of them, but it is good. It's good to see them and like they're doing well. They're doing
jealous
great.
of them.
No, I don't. No, not jealous.
Really?
No, not jealous.
I mean,
no.
they didn't get to dump one in an Australian and then have a panic attack all night.
You didn't get to have
Can't do that with children.
Connor. You didn't get to have that, did you?
Why'd you say Connor? Connor.
Oh no, that's sorry. That's
sounded like you were
boy.
yelling at our producer.
No, that's my boy who got
You didn't
married.
get that, did you, Connor? Turn it up.
I'll also say this, dude. My boy Joe, I want to shout him out. He did crush his speech.
Oh, you were not close enough to get a set?
No.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this, dude. I do want to say, and then this is no knock on Joe. Nailing a wedding speech is the easiest thing to do.
I think so, yeah. If you've ever spoken into a microphone before, it's not hard.
The way that the audience wants it, they want it to go so well.
If you just sprinkle in a couple inside jokes and make them somewhat contextual, you'll kill.
You just
throw in a couple cliches.
Be clean.
Yeah, you can get a little raunchy.
Sure.
You could have like one or two maybe sex jokes.
Yeah.
Implied. You could imply an entendre.
Yeah, I've seen a bridesmaid make a joke and like Kelsey's she's getting married to Connor, like they met like 10 years ago, and like everyone knows that I've had 17 boyfriends, and everyone's like, shit. She's trying to like make fun of herself, and you're like, yo.
Well, I dated Connor first.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, yeah. It's like when shit like. Sometimes like people, they think something's funny and you're like, oh no, that was the dumbest thing you could have said. But yeah, the wedding speeches.
I hope I live long enough for Alex to get married, because I'm gonna tear down the house.
If I get married and you do a speech, I don't know.
By the time you get married, you'll be in a wheelchair. You'll be 47 and you've fallen apart. You're in the Serbian sycamore was torn asunder.
We'll see if I get married. I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
At this rate, folks, it's not going great.
No, but honestly, now that I'm in a 2-bedroom, I could.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Honestly, at this rate, you'll like marry one of the Israeli commandos or something. You'll marry a lady who went to Rafah.
If the body hits, guys, and that's really what matters in life.
Yeah, keep that in mind, folks. Remember that when the War Crimes Tribunal starts. Remember what Alex said at Nuremberg 2.
If the body hits, the body hits.
We'd like to bring to the attention of the court, Alex Drago is saying, if the body hits, the body hits.
I'll tell you, bro.
Send him to Rafah.
You never really expound on this in the past year, but like downsizing the amount of roommates that you did and downsizing roommates that I have, like going from you went from roommates to just
I went to four roommates, including my girlfriend, Reggie Miller. So 3 roommates.
Yeah.
To none. No, just her.
Just her. So just going from multiple people to just one person is a godsend.
Yeah. It's a different phase of your life. It's totally different.
I'm like,
well, you still have a roommate because you're a loser, but
yes,
some of us live with the people we love because we've been able to form bonds.
I think I love Dan. Honestly, me and Dan have been cooking.
Really,
dude.
I love that.
Me and Dan
I
have been
hope so.
cooking.
Dan's great. I hope to have him on here one day.
But yeah, we've got the barbell like apartment, so like living room,
barbell
kitchen,
apartment
separates us.
Okay, I get it.
So like room, kitchen, or room, bathroom, kitchen, living room on the other side.
Okay.
We're like probably 60, 70 feet from each other.
Wow.
At least.
What neighborhood are you in now?
Bushwick still.
Bushwick still. Yeah. Ladies, he's still there.
Ladies.
Still looking for a them to steal his heart.
Bro. Oh, dude.
What did he do? God, he misgendered a barista.
I haven't told you this yet, dude. But I set my Hinge radius to just like a mile away to see if I can
find something close.
Maybe
in Brooklyn.
Something
a little
in
Brooklyn, babe.
Bro. some dogs in that area, man, in my radius. Not for me.
I'm sure there's some beautiful women too.
Here's the thing,
I walk
bro.
down Bushwick every day. There's beautiful women.
Here's the thing, bro. It's just not my speed, dog.
What do you mean by that? Everyone knows what you mean, but just, I want you to say it on
just
record.
like, why do you have to have? It's like,
Why do you have to have non-white skin? What is that all about?
It's
What
just
is
like,
it? They're proud of their bodies that aren't my color.
like the tree tattoo on the forearm and the fucking all
my
this.
God,
and you're
tattoos are hot. If you think tattoos aren't hot, you're an absolute.
I'm
I'll
just.
say it, retard.
It's just
Sorry,
like
folks.
it's just not quite my speed. Oh, some have like the chest plate tattoo in between the tits.
That's not my favorite, but whatever. It means they probably have some sort of character, some sort interesting at least.
Maybe
I'll take interesting and maybe a little too much over boring any day.
Okay.
I'd rather like get in an argument than just talk about nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say,
Well,
yeah.
maybe I'll set it back to 1 mile.
Come
then.
on,
We'll
give him a
see.
chance. Give one. Let me pick out one tatted woman and message her for you. Come on. Let me scroll on Hinge for 1 minute. Give me one. I won't actually send any messages. I'll just match. And I'll actually do this with
For our video people.
I'll actually do this in best interest. I'll do this for best interest. I'm not going to say this woman's name. Okay, actually, this will be good. I'll read how she answers. You don't get to see pictures of her. You have to go by her personality. You finally have to see women as people. Okay.
Okay.
This one, I think you would like her as a body, but that's all I'll say. Best travel story: went skydiving in Aruba. Exhilarating. Long-term relationship, monogamy, whatever. Blah blah.
Whatever.
Oh, I'll fall for you if you're a Potterhead. Ooh.
Yeah, X
The
that.
way to she looks
that.
kind of lame. I'm sorry.
I have a feeling Hinge is gonna put up because Hinge like goes off of what you've liked in the past. I think that it's gonna give a lot of white women probably.
Oh,
but
okay.
Hopefully,
No, I'll say this one. All I'll say is
this.
this one's not white. I won't
Great.
tell you
That's
anymore.
a great start.
Pick our first getaway. Coffee and a park walk. Oh, Hinge has really changed. I didn't know you could do this now. Pick our first getaway. Coffee and a park walk. Random adventure. Let's just head over to Mexico for the weekend.
Oh, do you think that's?
What would you pick?
I don't know what she looks like, which is tough.
That's the whole goddamn point. That's the whole point of this exercise. Is you
Can
grow
you
as a
say
man.
one more time? I kind of blacked out.
3, she says, pick our first getaway. Coffee and a park walk. Random adventure. How interesting. Let's just head over to Mexico for the weekend.
Do you like this girl?
I would honestly say I don't find her that attractive, honestly.
Okay, then
I think she's trying a little hard. Well, this first one doesn't have a picture of her in the first picture. It's just a picture of some plants in a yoga studio. Oh, this girl, it's not even worth trying. She mentioned thrifting. You're out. Anyone who's not paying full price, you're out.
I don't like wearing someone else's clothes like that.
That is so stupid. You don't like thrifting? Thrifting
Dan
rips.
Carney wanted to get a 40-year-old couch for her. He saw this like vintage couch. Wait, let me show you the couch that he
Who
wanted
cares?
to get.
One more. Let me find one more.
Okay.
I'll be honest, there are a lot of dogs here right now. I'm trying to find one that I think is attractive before I even attempt to sell her to you. My God. In Brooklyn, not a great showing. Okay, this could be something.
Wait, why don't you look at the girl that just liked me? What tell me if you like her.
Oh, there is one down here. Okay. Maybe. Could be. Okay. Did you look at her profile yet?
I have.
She's from Greenwich, Connecticut. Oh, a
this
classic. A hedge fund daughter.
Ooh.
This is I'm unmatching you with her. It's not good for you.
What the fuck?
No, I didn't. That's wrong. I
That's
didn't
wrong.
do that. I thought about it.
This isn't good for you.
Okay, this girl's attractive, not white. Best travel. This girl's Hindu.
Are we gonna get fucking canceled for
Why?
this?
We haven't said anything bad.
I
What's
guess-
wrong with
yeah,
this?
you're right.
She's Hindu.
That's good.
What do you think about that?
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know much.
She don't eat meat, but she sure like to bone.
What's a
Classic line from the 90s song, New Age Girl.
What's a pillar of the Hindu religion?
They don't eat cows. That was that joke.
Ooh,
They don't eat cows.
I'm gonna need some cow.
I
in
mean,
my
she
life.
might not be a practicing Hindu. We don't know. She only drinks sometimes, though. Doesn't smoke weed. Ooh. Best travel story. You first. What would you say?
Wow, a boring Hindu.
Yeah, that's not
I hate
great.
to see it.
My simple pleasures: a shot of traveling, a sprinkle of reading. Well, there's an unmatch.
Tell you, man, it's hard out. It's hard out here, Geoff.
God, the best way to ask me out is by time and place. are women even trying anymore? Thank God I'm not in this world.
Yeah,
That's the best way to ask me out is time and place.
it's a rough life, dude.
What is this? We have to find one woman worth it for you. The one woman. I mean, this is brutal.
I know.
Man. Oh, okay. Okay. This is good for you. This would be good for you. Okay. This woman could change your life, honestly.
Okay.
Typical Sunday, wandering around, trying coffee from different coffee shops.
I like that.
Okay. Hispanic.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah. Honduras. What do you know about Honduras? Oh boy.
Cocaine trafficking?
Cocaine. Wow. That's Colombia. Not even true anymore.
Oh.
You just think all Hispanic countries are part of cocaine trafficking?
I'm just guessing.
She's liberal. She wrote that.
Me too.
Do you have liberal in yours? Do you really?
Yes.
She looks like she might be pretty liberal. She might be in entertainment, actually. She's on like a red carpet here.
Oh.
This could be good for your career. Green flags I look for, someone that knows how to communicate. Is that you, Drago?
Definitely. I like to talk.
Really?
I like to set boundaries.
Really?
I like to say, stop fucking doing that.
My simple
I say, can you knock that shit off, please?
See, this girl's hot. This could be huge for you. I'm matching with her. Okay,
Well, you
this
just
is
send
good.
a like.
I'm adding a Oh, you can add a comment. Can I add a comment?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
not going to be bad. What type of comments do you usually add?
I usually don't comment. I usually just like.
Ugh.
But you can comment. That's fine.
You're so cute. Can I write that?
I don't care.
I'm ready.
I thought you'd be more creative than that.
What do you do with what? What? I'm not going to say a fucking pickup line.
I thought you'd be funnier.
Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Now I have to think. I'm going to let it sit there for a second.
Honduras.
See if you can
make it. Yeah, make it. You want to make a joke about Honduras?
Honduras. Let's go to Tegucigalpa. That's the capital. Meet you in Tegucigalpa. Wouldn't that be so funny if you said that? Then she starts talking to you. She's like, oh my God, he's so traveled. And then she starts talking to you. She's like, how'd you know Tegucigalpa? What? What's that? I Googled it, babe.
Tegucigalpa. Yeah, that sounds tasty. That sounds pretty good.
You and me Tegucigalpa a couple beers together.
Yeah, does that come with Al Pastor?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You want to Tegucigalpa a couple beers with me?
Yeah, say that. I don't care. Is she cute?
I think she is. You know
Cool.
what? I'll show her to you. No, I'm gonna send it before.
I don't care. Yeah.
You wanna Teguci gulp?
A couple beers.
You want to Teguci gulpa a couple beers with me?
I'm having a ball. I'm having a blast.
Oh wow, this could ruin your rep forever. Wow.
Is that?
And then I also get out of my country. I would not do that, folks. That's wrong. I just sent the light with Oh, the next girl is actually attractive. Okay. Wow. There you go.
Ivy.
Oh, you don't. The whole time I didn't say their name. The first thing he says is the woman's name. Immediately says her name.
Do you want to look at a couple?
No more.
Do you want to look at a couple of the
Let's
matches?
do it in Patreon.
Wait, do you want to look at this match that I had?
We'll do it in Patreon. We'll do a little more in the
More
Patreon.
Hinge? Okay,
We'll look on
yeah.
a little more Hinge. That was a good segment, but we don't want to do it too much. Also, next episode, folks, we're doing a thing. I'm going to get a whiteboard and I'm going to get it up here and I'm going to make Alex do 4th grade math problems. And I think it's going to be great. I wrote long division. I want to see you do.
Okay.
I'll give you the exact problem I'm going to give you last week. I know he won't do any attempt to learn more. Let's make it kind of hard. 101 divided by 9. Okay,
Right
that'll
now?
be a good. No,
Or next
I'm just.
week?
That's the problem. What is that? Actually, let's even see does he even know what long division means? Let me see. What does that mean when I wrote this down? You probably can't see it in the video, but
How many times does 12 go into 123?
okay, you got it right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do some listener questions as we're winding down here. We only got a few minutes.
But before we wind down, folks, we should mention the Patreon.
God, I can't believe we didn't plug that earlier. Fuck, I gotta remember. We gotta do that in the next episode or tomorrow.
Yeah. We're doing 2 in a row. I'm in 2 episodes in a row, folks. So that's exciting.
Kind of back, folks.
But we're gonna have a break after that because I'm gone for my sister's wedding. But
Huge.
we 2 in a row. I gotta officiate her wedding, folks. I'm now a priest of the Universalist Church.
Very good.
Yeah.
You get $3 a month gets you an extra audio episode a week. $5 a month gets you an extra video episode a week. $10 a month gets you two free tickets to any of our shows.
Honestly, I've been giving 3 or 4 if you just ask politely. So
Just
it
ask when
pays
you
for
can.
itself legitimately in one time.
Dude, I really feel bad. There was a listener that asked me for tickets for a Sess show, and of course, it was like day of because
and what happened?
he couldn't give me any tickets to the shows.
Really?
But that listener, also awesome guy. I'm not looking at my messages right now, but awesome guy came to the 10 o'clock show. Was like, that was killer. That was so fun. Great to see you.
Wow.
I bounced after 10. I didn't know he was there. You got to let me know if you're coming to a show. I'll stay after.
Yeah, because nothing will make your night more than hearing Alex talk.
Yes.
You already saw him on stage. Why not see him when he's not trying to be funny?
You know? It'll be a real...
We
could have a real ball.
Could have had a ball. Join the Patreon, folks. We're getting up there. 450, I think. We're close.
We're cooking. I don't know what happened. We went down a couple bucks. Connor, I'm going to ask you about that after. I don't know what that...
I actually think Patreon is random. I think they're just randomly
we're at the
calculating
most
number.
paid users we've had in the whole time, and we're down.
Yeah, but there were 100 a month users who may have changed it to lower. That's probably what it was.
Oh,
which I
that's
understand. There was one guy is still giving 100, another guy give 100 because he wants it to go towards you therapy.
I will.
He literally gave it a month ago, so he's probably giving $100. You have to do it now. One of our coal mine workers. Every day the black lung gets closer and closer.
You guys are just hammering away at those fossil fuels. I appreciate it.
I would love to know how you think coal is mined still, but we don't have time for that. Do you think they're pickaxing still?
Probably not.
I would hope not. I would hope they have a machine now.
Yeah.
They have a fucking machine to look through Instagram content and flag it, but they can't find a machine to mine coal.
God damn.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Let's do a couple.
AI can write essays, but it could never break a rock in half.
Let's do a couple of listener questions before we.
Please join the Patreon, folks. We need it more than ever. Drago now he doesn't have all his roommates to take away the rent pain.
I'm down to one roommate.
How much is your rent now? Is it more?
It's $400 more.
$400 more, folks. This guy, I'll tell you what, he's not getting it from me.
That's true.
So he better get it from you.
That's
I can only help the poor so much.
It's true, guys.
I can only drop a dime in his hat ever so often.
Guys, a grilled cheese from Geoff and a side of fries is not going to pay my rent. Okay.
I'll even let him add bacon this time, folks. If you want to add bacon, you could even add a tomato if it's $1.
This is a great question from Not a Fan. Not a Fan. How did the podcast come to be? Who proposed it initially? I don't know if we've talked.
I'll let you guys take one long, hard guess of who took the initiative, folks. I'll let you take one long, hard guess of who wanted to end the podcast immediately.
It was Jeffrey that wanted to do the podcast. It was Jeff's idea to do the podcast, and I was.
And who do you think wanted to end the podcast before we even released an episode?
We did a couple test episodes with like a producer who was a nice person, but
we did episodes in a different location with a producer who did not really find us funny. And I think honestly, I won't say their gender, but they were not happy with what we were doing.
They didn't like anything we said.
It was uncomfortable to be in the room.
It was one of the least comfortable moments of my life.
And he's never been comfortable a second of his life.
I sent Geoff maybe a 3-paragraph text about like how it's not going to work.
He also said we didn't have good chemistry. He said I talked over him too much. Which of course is not true,
Jeff
as I just did there.
A lot. I do interrupt him a lot too now, but that's just kind of how
I
the
taught him
goes.
how to have a backbone, folks. Before me, he was an unformed baby in the womb. Now he has a strong backbone.
I said, the backstory is, I sent Geoff like, hey, we can't do this. Like, this is fucking stupid.
I would love to find that text.
How did we then start doing it?
I said, I think it's a great idea. We just need to find a different studio, and I kept pressing you, and it took 6 months.
Yeah.
It took 6 months to get him to do it. I think we did the original in May, and then I prodded you every month until October. I think we did in October. Because our 2-year anniversary is in October, 3-year anniversary.
No, the first one we did was in like September or maybe October.
False. Yeah, I just said October. Yeah.
And then we did it like a couple months later.
Yeah, because Thanksgiving was soon after our first episode. I remember that.
Yeah.
Vividly.
And so
You're an Idiot Pod. I came up with that as well. I remember we got.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we were at your house on your couch. We came up with a bunch, and that was the best one. I can't remember what the others were. Let us know some alternate names that we could have gone with. We could have gone
You,
with.
you wanted to go Pinky in the Brain.
I did want to go Pinky
That's
in the
not very
Brain. That
funny.
It's not a great name. Stinky in the Brain.
Stinky
What
in
about
the
Stinky
Brain.
and the Lame? That doesn't really. Actually, that would be great.
I ha-
Stinky and the
Wait,
Lame.
I had a name for the pod actually that I thought would have been so good, but I didn't write it down.
What about genocide apologists?
Yeah,
That could be good.
yeah,
What about
dude. I gotta remember this. Oh, let's do another one. But that is how it goes.
Rafa City Limits?
And honestly, guys, we've been cooking with grease ever since.
What,
It's
we
one-
could
we're
call
one
it
of-
the Gaza traffic reporter.
That's fine.
Yeah, that
I'm
could be
into
good.
that. One of the funniest podcasts out there, guys. Please tell your friends. Keep listening.
Well, folks, it's going to be a rough commute today because Israel is raining. They're raining the Iron Dome on our streets and villages. The Ayatollah has declared war, but Highway 1 is open, folks. Highway 1 is open.
I
That's
think-
traffic with Gaza.
I think this is actually a good
Gaza
question.
traffic report. is so
I know
funny.
this is kind of lame, but this
If
is
you can avoid the dead children, you'll be to work on time, but some of them are even adults, so they're tough to avoid.
Can I ask this question?
I guess we can't have fun anymore.
This is from Natasha Yaskar. Yes, Queen.
Natasha, I believe she came to a show in Minnesota.
Yes, Queen.
Brainerd, Minnesota.
What are some of the worst bosses you've ever had? I think that's a great question.
Ooh.
Great
well,
question.
I've been blessed to be my own boss for many years, but worst bosses I ever had. Well, the guy who fired me for throwing a pancake at my supervisor, even though she was a good friend of mine and it was a joke, he saw me and threw me under the bus immediately.
Really?
An old lady saw me do it and complained to the dean. And instead of standing up for me, Dan Gantman threw me under the bus, and I'll always remember that.
Yeah.
He was an annoying piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
I
Kind of ruined a year of my college career. I'll say that. I was
I
in a financial hole because of that.
didn't have a bad boss. This first sales job.
His name's not Dan Gantman. That's the name of a comic in Madison. Don't look that up. I just threw that name out there.
The first sales job I had in Chicago was this awful sales gig, doing staff.
Unlike
I
the
was
fulfilling job you have today.
doing staffing. Actually, I'm fine with my day job now. It's fine. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But
He talks about it a lot.
Sales is tough. So it's like, but this one, my boss wasn't bad. Just the job sucked, and I was really bad at it. So she was like, I remember her name was Katie, great gal. And then she was the superior to this guy Oliver. Oliver was like, he was really trying to be a resource for me, but I didn't want to be there.
Sure,
So
you didn't care.
So at first he started with being like, how can I help? Like, what? Well, how about? Do you want me to stay after with you and show you how to target some
Who were you
whatever
selling?
some sales? We were selling staffing.
Ooh.
So it was like
So you were unenthusiastically hired to help sell other unenthusiastic employees.
yeah, people who literally also didn't have jobs.
Oh my God.
I got
So you were kind of helping the poor
no, definitely.
in a way.
Definitely.
Wow. How did you sell it? Give it to me. Give me the sales pitch.
I was getting people jobs. All right.
Give me the sales pitch.
Do you want to be? Let's say you own let's say you own a small business and you need some accounting.
I own
help.
an auto body shop and I need an accountant and a secretary.
Okay.
Call me up.
Let's say your secretary's.
She's sick. She's on maternity leave. We need one for 9 months.
Yeah, so I'll say I'll give you a call. Let's say you probably have used us before, so I'll give you a call.
Sure,
Like,
call
ring
me.
ring.
Hello?
Hey, this is Mr. Asmus.
Who the fuck is this?
Hey, Mr. Asmus.
Who the fuck? What are you calling me in the middle of the day?
I'm
What is
Alex
this?
with Robert Half.
I'm a busy man.
I want to check in
I
with
have,
you
we have
again.
cars to sell.
I want to know if you need any more part-time staffing for the future. I know you used us for a secretary about 5 years ago.
Yeah, and she was a huge bitch and wouldn't suck me off.
Yeah, you want her to suck you off. That's interesting. Well,
I thought that was part of the fucking contract.
we've got some really experienced executive assistants over here now on
Really?
our roster. A couple with master's degrees, and we want to see if you have any openings that you might need coming up.
Why
here.
do you have this job? What happened in your life? Why are you selling stuff like this? What'd you go to college for, kid?
They say that staffing's recession proof, sir. I'm
What'd you
not gonna
go
lie to
for
you.
college for, kid?
Communications.
Communication. Where'd you go to college?
You're not gonna.
Where'd you go to college?
You're not gonna reverse this on me.
Where'd
You're
you
not
go to
gonna-
college?
Me and my boss both went to Boston College.
You went to
actually.
Boston College. Did you have any extracurricular activities there?
Basketball.
Play basketball, huh?
Were
Were you in the starting lineup?
No one has ever done. I did start 15 games.
What's your last name, boy?
Drago. Boy.
Yeah, it's funny.
You racist, sir?
He's like an Italian guy. He says to everyone.
What?
You're in the Dragovich.
Yeah.
Oh, beast. Oh my! I watched your games. You're gonna play defense like that and try to sell me. You're gonna try to sell me HR staffing after what you did against Providence that 1 week.
I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, there was a guy who owned this.
Oh, he's breaking character, folks. The
guy
riff's over. We had fun.
He owned this company, and he was like, "Wait, I definitely watched you play for Notre Dame." He's like, "I'm a huge Notre Dame fan."
Wow.
And he's like, "Oh,
he's like, I yelled at you a couple times.
He's like, "Why are you working at this place?" This is when I was like visiting him on a client visit. He's like,
wow.
"Why are you working for this place?" And I was just like, I don't know.
Oh,
dude.
wow. I really triggered him here, folks. I really brought it out.
It was
wow.
a brutal, yeah. I'm like bringing this guy Dunkin' coffee to try, to see if he needs any more secretaries.
Yeah, well, where'd you end up, man? You're managing me. At least you had a glimpse of glory. That man never. Oliver, go fuck
A
yourself.
brutal life.
Yeah.
Oliver was all right, but yeah, he definitely was going to.
You said he was your worst boss ever.
Yeah, but he was. I mean, he was going to fire me, but like rightfully.
Oh, I mean, yeah, probably not, but
so
yeah, okay.
One of the best things, this is before we sign off into the Patreon. One of the best things ever was like he like really, I was really getting on his nerves, and he fucking. And this is right when I got the job at my current place, and like they had emailed me and like I faxed it over that like and I'd signed that I was gonna work there.
Yeah.
So Oliver came over to my desk. He's like you've been slacking off. What the hell are you doing? You haven't been here. Like you haven't been around. Like you haven't been making any calls. You're not giving an effort. What the hell are you doing? Do we have to have another meeting? And I was like, actually, Oliver, can I meet with you in your office? And he was like, yeah, fine. Let's. And I was just like, he's like, what's going on? What the hell? Like, what is your deal? And I was like, I'm leaving. I'm taking another job.
Wow.
And he was legitimately became so nice and he was like, because he was gonna fire. He was gonna fire.
Well, yeah, he's glad he didn't have to, and now he doesn't have to treat. Once you're not his employee, he doesn't have to do that bullshit power dynamic.
Exactly.
Thing
and he's like, all right, I just got to make sure.
He's like, oh, I can treat you like a human being and not someone who's an ant I can squish.
Right. He was like, so you're not like going to a competitor or anything. That's the only thing I got to make sure of. I was like, no. He's like, all right, you're totally fine.
A competitor in the staffing sales world? Oh no.
It's a big industry.
Oh no, you're going to Vanadium? I don't know. It sounds like what the companies are called. Valiant? That sounds like the name of a company.
I got McManus a job at a warehouse for like a year and a half.
Is that where the story of the
Pat's trick? Yeah.
Can you tell that joke? We've told it here before. It's one of the best jokes of all time. Let's see if Drago.
You tell it.
No.
No, he's like I work in a warehouse, and the guys they don't know how to set up the pallets in like an orderly manner. So I showed him how to do it in a way where it's like, or they didn't know how to measure the pallets.
They didn't know how to. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, wow. Well,
I don't know the setup. I
worked at a warehouse, and the guys who worked there, they didn't know how to calculate the area of a box, and I told them, you just got to do length multiplied by width. And they didn't know that, so they call it Pat's trick. They thought he invented how to calculate area.
That. Yeah.
Always gets me. What was his other joke? He's like, I was addicted to numbers, but I've been sober for a few days.
Yeah. Pat McManus was so funny.
That was so funny. A great joke. What are we going to talk about on the Patreon here, Drago? Before we do that, no, let's do a little plugs, Drago. What you got coming up?
Janesville,
June?
Wisconsin. This is actually this week, so they're not going to be there.
Yet again, folks. Where are you at in
Cincinnati,
June?
Go Bananas.
Go
June
Bananas.
27th through the 30th. We've actually already sold like 30 tickets for that.
That's
so that's
sick.
great.
That's good.
We got some people coming through for that. Can't wait.
Go to Go Bananas if you live in Cincinnati or Dayton, folks.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. So yeah, but then that's for the future. Also, like Torrington, Connecticut. I don't know where that's at yet, but that's June 14th.
Well, it's in Connecticut, so
Torrington, Connecticut. Keep a lookout for that.
Yeah, okay.
And
not bad.
I'm doing a Don't Tell in Connecticut on June 8th too. So
Okay.
keep a lookout for that. For those
Not
tips,
bad.
too.
Good. There you go. Check out Drago, folks. You're not opening for me actually because he's denied the last 3 or 4 gigs I've offered him in June. I'm going to Toronto, Hamilton, Ontario, Vegas, then Seattle, and then pretty much taking the summer off. I got a gig in South Jersey as well this summer, and Tulsa. That's it though. Going on 2 or 3 camping trips, folks. Just Yeah, it's gonna be great. What are we talking about on the Patreon, Drago? Let's give the people a little something to salivate
We
over.
are also going to answer more listener questions for sure. You guys got some great questions, and we're going to answer them. It's going to be a good time.
I want to talk about last night. I asked Alex if he thinks I could dunk if I trained for a year straight.
And boy, are you going to like my answer,
I wanted
folks.
to talk about some things I'm thinking about changing in my career. A couple of good things, folks. I have some ideas for my comedy special. And I also watched Shrek for the first time in 20 years. I want to talk about it. It's an insane movie. It's a truly insane movie. And the animation does not hold up. And I have some joke premises I'd like to try as well.
I got some jokes.
And Memorial Day, folks. It's Memorial Day. I'm going to ask Alex Dragovich how he supports the troops.
I'm gonna
finally get to the bottom of that.
I'm gonna do some new jokes too. I'm gonna talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit more about moving, dude. It's not that easy, folks. It's not that easy.
I'm glad and grateful that you didn't ask me to help you. Did you know I was out of town, or did you not even consider it?
I don't think you should ask friends in your 30s to help you move.
I think that's fine, but I did it to you, and I
know
paid
you
you.
did.
Would you have paid me if I helped you?
Jeff, you paid me like
$100, I think.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I'm almost positive it was $100.
No,
it was $100.
You just didn't pay. You didn't make me. You paid me $50. You just didn't make me pay for one Patreon or for one podcast.
For the recording
studio
fee?
time, yeah.
I think it was $100.
No,
I think it was
50. I swear to God,
I think it was
50.
100. I'll look in my Venmo. Honestly, I know exactly when it was.
Definitely.
It was late July, early August of last year.
Would love to.
We'll look it up between the episodes.
If you gave me, how about this? If you gave me, if you gave me $100, I'll give you $20.
Okay.
And if you give me $50, you give me $20.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's not fair.
All right,
at
then
all.
no, then I'm not doing.
Okay, I'll give you 10 if I'm wrong. You give me 20 if you're wrong.
I'll give you 20. I'll give you 10. I'll give you 10 if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Whatever. I'm willing to.
Well,
fine. We'll do this after. No, actually, I'm going to find it. The people need to know. The people need to know.
This is such bullshit.
This is not. It goes quick. I'm almost
There's
there.
no way you did. I know
it's
it's
late
50.
July. There's no record of any payment. I paid you 110, or I charged you.
It was a free. You said it was a free podcast.
So there's conveniently no evidence of this underpay. Conveniently no paper trail, folks.
Because you didn't pay me.
Yeah, but I took off $100 of credit. That's what it was. Because
What are you
each week
talking
it was
about?
$100.
No, it was 50 each.
Each week it was 150 each.
It was 50 each.
Oh, this is in Chicago. Okay,
Yeah.
that was 2 weeks off, and it was $100. That's what it was.
Jeff, no.
I guarantee.
Under no
This has been episode
circumstance.
122 of You're an Idiot. I remain undefeated.
Jeff's
We
one of the
remain,
cheapest people on this fucking planet.
except when it comes to giving to my friends.
Oh my God.
Just ask, how much did I give him last time he opened for me? Let that be let it ring. Let the people know.
I honestly don't even know.
It was like $400 or $500, folks. So put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
I forget
you
what
piece of shit.
Wait, which one?
Whatever the last gig you do with me was. Where was it? You came to, I can't remember where you opened for me.
Huh.
Didn't you come? Oh, that might have been Colin Unger, actually. You know what? I actually
You're giving Unger 500?
Let me see. What was the last time I paid you before? Well, Patreon.
I think I got like 100 after Good
I
Nights
paid
or
you
something like that.
$250 after 2 shows in Nashville. That's great. That's great.
Okay.
2.5 times what a famous comedian did in a 5,000 person venue.
All
So
right.
come on.
Okay.
Come on.
No,
I am the cheapest person on earth, though. I'll stand by that. I don't think
no
that's bad.
No meals, but that's
We got to
okay.
end this one, folks. We've gone too long. The Patreon's going to be a little shorter. Episode 122, 42 episodes, N-word free, folks. Only 58 more
Please
until we let it
please
fly
support
in
us. We love you.
Arkansas. Probably Donald Trump will probably be president by then. We'll probably be required to say the N-word by then.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you guys. Good night and good luck. You've been an idiot. Thank you. Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.